Hey guys, it's Godbars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 367th episode of my series, where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what its place is in the grand scheme of hip-hop. So Beastie Boys are one iconic trio that has slowly climbed up the ladder as one of the most frequently covered acts on the channel, going from my personal favorite album in their discography, which was their 1989 sophomore LP, Paul's Boutique, onto the somewhat underrated 1994 project, Ill Communications, and then finally I discussed their 1986 debut, License to Ill, toward the back end of my most recent set for personal favorites and classic LPs from the 80s. Of course, I'll leave a link for those three reviews down below in the description, but while I may have touched on the Breakout Studio full-length before today's pick, that was really only due to the first album being such a seminal and important piece of work. Because if I was strictly ranking the Beastie Boys output based on quality and personal enjoyment, their 1996 LP Hello Nasty here almost definitely would have ended up higher than License to Ill, resting comfortably in that third place spot, right behind the other two classic releases I've covered. This thing is probably best known for the huge leading single it produced, which was the experimental yet relentlessly catchy Intergalactic, which I'm pretty sure was the last song from these dudes to really break through as a big radio hit. And even today, it remains a pretty iconic and instantly recognizable instrumental. And I also have to mention that this album art is definitely one of my favorite covers out there, perfectly encapsulating the trio's personality and sense of humor, which is arguably a defining quality of Hello Nasty, along with its creativity and the boys' willingness to experiment sonically. While it certainly marked the end of an era, it isn't as if this would be the final Beastie Boys project worth listening to, as I would maintain there's plenty to enjoy when it comes to some of the later LPs in their discography, like 2004's The Five Boroughs, 2007's The Mix-Up, or even their final studio album, 2011's Hot Sauce Committee Part 2, which unfortunately was pretty much forced to be the group's final effort due to MCA's cancer tragically taking an unexpected turn for the worse. They also took the incorporation of outside genres a step further, which of course was already a quality they'd been expounding on through projects like 1992's Check Your Head. But sonically, Hello Nasty would definitely be the most diverse project they'd put together at this point, borrowing and repurposing all kinds of material using everything from funk and jazz to electric music and even bossa nova, along with just about everything in between. In fact, I would say over half of the album is purely instrumental, and that usually comes through live musicians, which of course these guys were as well. The maturity shown on this thing reaches further than just the music, as moments like Song for the Man show great mental growth as the boys call out and take a stand against sexual harassment. And even though they received some criticism due to their earlier work, which included its fair share of misogynistic themes, I feel like Ad Rock addressed this perfectly in the Beastie Boys story documentary when he said, "I would rather be a hypocrite than remain the same person forever," which is an attitude I really respect and think more rappers of this age should have, because people love to act like an opinion or take someone gave 30 or 40 years ago must be what they still think currently, and if it isn't, then they're a sellout or hypocrite. But back to the music, one of my favorite moments here comes through the track Remote Control, which not only has a killer instrumental with these crunchy, blown-out guitar riffs, but it also serves as a good point of reference for sharing a verse or two. And while usually it's pretty pointless to list who's rapping at any given moment since trading the mic off constantly is such a core trademark of their output, this time around Mike D is the sole MC on the song, which leaves the other two members playing background instruments. His first verse is kicked off with, "Well, things get hectic quick, from the satellite dish to your joystick, it's the night of the living cable box. Wires come up from around the block. Remote control to change the station, but that won't change your situation. Have you seen what I mean? I'm the little gnome that's in your dreams. So I say this rhyme, built by design to take you beyond space and time. Said who is the man making diamonds out of coal? The man pushing buttons on the remote control." I'm going to go on to the second section since it's also relatively brief. And this set of bars starts with Mike rapping, "Until your back's up against the wall, you never know yourself that much at all, so you've got to share your love with a friend. That's all that you've got left in the end. Living in this city of pure confusion, people misled by their own illusion. All this action, no satisfaction, we're all linked together like a chain reaction. Play or fold, love is bold. What is the future that will unfold? Some like it hot, others like it cold. But we all want to hold the remote control." When it comes to the experimental, forward-thinking production on this album, everything was handled by the usual suspects, those being the Beastie Boys themselves, as well as Mario C., or Mario Caldetto Jr., but there is a small selection of featured artists who make appearances on Hello Nasty, including Lee Scratch Perry, Brooke Williams, Jill Kniff, Milo Hattori, and Biz Markie. When it comes to my honorable mentions this time around, I'm gonna leave out songs like Intergalactic and Remote Control to free up space for other moments from this extensive track list, like Super Disco Breakin', Puttin' Shame in Your Game, The Grasshopper Unit, Keep Movin', The Move, Song for the Man, and Me, Sneaking Out the Hospital, Instant Death, Switched On, Peanut Butter and Jelly, Piano Jam, The Drone, 20 Questions version, The Biz Grasshopper Experiment, Hail Sagan, Special K, and Creepin'. Then for my overall top 3 favorites, again excluding the 2 I already named, I think I would have to narrow them down to Body Movin', Electrify, and 3 MCs and 1 DJ. Thank you for watching my 367th video. Next time we have a beloved New York duo, who I believe is also making their 4th appearance on the channel. So tune in for that one, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what moments off this innovative LP impressed you the most. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.